So I'm enjoying my last morning here, cup of coffee. I'm actually reviewing a video of mine that's going to go live tonight. Video number 10, I believe, my last day in Portland. I like to do that, make sure everything's good on the channel. And it just kind of reminds me of where I've been. Well, since then, actually. Anyway. This is my last morning in Fish Creek, Door County, and got some postage I want to take in to send out, grab a quick breakfast, and I'm going to really take a nice, long, leisurely drive down to Chicago. Just got to check into an airport hotel tonight, return the car, leave for Florida in the morning, so anyway, that's the plan. Is to finish this video, jump in the shower, finish the coffee, and hit the road. You know, at first I looked at the weather forecast and saw rain, and I was like, but you know what? Rain's pretty too. It's all in how you embrace it and accept it. And in this case, enjoy it. What a clown. Had 3 cups of coffee. I'm ready to drive. Let's go exploring. It's going to take me every bit of the entire day to make it down to Chicago, I'm quite sure. There is so much to see out here, you know? I just pulled into I rerouted my GPS. I mean, even just this little area here with the flowers and the geese out there, ducks, geese, whatever they are. The quietness, the coolness, the sounds of the water. I mean, I just appreciate all this stuff, you know? It's just part of seeing and living. I'm not saying anything profound, I know that. I'm just trying to express how I feel, you know? So I'm driving down from Fish Creek on my way to Egg Harbor. Maybe grab a breakfast down there or something to go. And I'm going to hit some more small towns before I get to Sturgeon Bay, and then I'll recalculate, see what I wanted to do. I wanted to go hug the coast and go to the Sheboygan, a couple other places. But we'll see. This is the perfect temperature right here. I don't know what it is. I think it's like 64. They said 64, but it feels like it's in the 50s. Let's see exactly what it is. Because this is the perfect temperature. What do we got here? My GPS is going off on my phone. All right, stand by. What do you know? It's 64. And it feels like 64. So I guess that's the perfect temperature for me. Thunderstorms likely around 11:30. That's in 20 minutes. Let's get going. This is one of those days where I have no mission other than just eventually getting to an airport hotel and returning a car. And I'm just taking the road less traveled on the way back. There's a scenic route here, Highway 42, I believe it is, 41 or 42, and I've decided to take a road called Horseshoe Bay Road, and it pretty much hugs the coast the entire way from Egg Harbor to, these names are funny by the way, Egg Harbor to Sturgeon Bay. It's just very typical up north road. It's raining a little bit, it's kind of misty. There's plenty of places to pull off, which I gotta find a place because I just grabbed a egg sandwich and a cup of mushroom bisque. Should be good, I guess. I noticed it lately, there isn't a soup that I don't like. So, there's all these little cabins. Oh man, you can rent over here. Again, this is, you find little, there's a cliff to my left. You find these little nuggets sometimes when you just go off with no plan. Back there it was perfect. Before I entered Egg Harbor, I had saw a couple of fawns and a mother deer off to the side of the road, chowing on the green grass. I have a feeling I'm going to find a place to eat over here. Point Circle Road, or Point Circle Road. Might be some deer back here. I'd put the camera on the outside of the car, but you get a lot of raindrops, essentially. I'm driving through the town of Sturgeon. And I think I'm only saying that because I love saying the word sturgeon. I think I've talked about that. It's a problem. I can name a town, I think I'd call it Two Sturgeons. I'll put a link to it. There's a video by Coldplay. I've been listening to this song a few times. It's my driving song, my Door County driving song. And I found the video. Actually,
stop sign. Turn right onto Michigan Street.
Two different videos, but I watched the one. It was about the sign language girl, and I've been noticing on the Coldplay tours, the sign language people seem to be having an amazing time. There's a couple of videos have gone not viral, but they just kind of popped up in my streams about how much fun they were having, because it's a fun concert. They're sold out all over Europe. I mean, their tour now is kicking. Anyway, this new song is about, I don't know what it's about, but the video was really about sign language. In the first half of it, this girl was doing sign language. It was really done well, creatively, with the lighting and everything, cinematically. And then it got to a point in the crescendo of the song where they just, audio-wise, they just rolled down the high end and mid, so you couldn't hear any part of the song except for the bass.
In 1.5 miles, turn left onto South Duluth Avenue.
And it really hit me, It's supposed to simulate what a deaf person experiences. And it's just powerful, We take for granted so much. I mean, I talk about it a lot. I kind of get off track, and these videos aren't really, here's 5 places to go in Sturgeon Bay. It's a record of my experiences, I guess, and my emotions. And as I travel, I'm acutely aware, more than ever, about my eyesight and how, blessed I am to have it. Especially after having retinal detachment surgery. And, my ex went in for hearing aids, and my father-in-law had hearing aids when he was alive too. So, you start to relate to others when you see something like that, and again, I've talked again about how how all of the senses kind of add to the travel experience, from eyesight to sound, hearing the waves, the windshield wipers, the rain, the taste while you're having meals, to the smells of people cooking out. Anyway, that was a really, really, really long and drawn out
At the light, turn left onto South Duluth Avenue.
stream of consciousness. I have completely... Am I going the right way here? Yeah. Yeah, so again, that was, I don't know what all that was, or how much of that'll be in the vlog. I tend to put a lot more in these vlogs than are needed. My friend Frank would, when we were editing our Kahana project, there was all kind of stuff we cut out, and I do my best to edit these videos down to stuff that's pertinent, but this is more for me about, I guess, remembering how I felt. Anyway, we're in for some boring riding now. I'm gonna be getting on an interstate here soon, I think, or maybe not. What am I doing? I'm heading I just left Sturgeon Bay, and I'm heading down to, well, that's why I started recording. The next place I'm going to, again, is called Sheboygan. So if you don't think it's funny that I've gone from Egg Harbor to Sturgeon Bay to Sheboygan, then I don't really know. At the rate I'm going to be in Chicago next week. I've stopped in this little town, Amalgamo. What is it again? Let's look at the sign. Welcome. There's a little steel sign that goes over. Downtown Algoma. I went over that bridge there on the way in to Door County, and as I looked to the right and I saw the water, it really reminded me of, I mentioned it before, that Anthony Bourdain episode when he was in Normandy in France. And I'm gonna go over by that bridge, maybe park, go out for a quick walk, maybe do a little bit of B-roll or whatever, because it really looks cool. And I'm not in a rush here, and it's not raining. As is so often the case, I pull into an area that I don't really know too much about, but obviously fishing is big here. Some commercial fishing boats over there. They're cleaning fish over there, as you can see. Cute little town. Algamo. One thing I really noticed is right at the end is what a cool place for an RV park, huh? You don't need trees. I mean, you're like right on the lake, right in this little thing here. Anyway, off to the next town. I saw a sign back there. In fact, I've seen them everywhere. And when I check, hold on. So yeah, Two Rivers is a town I just went through. So I just want to send it over to narrator Mike, because I've been seeing these signs, especially, well, all over Wisconsin, about a fish boil. So in here, we're going to talk about that Anthony Bourdain segment and what the hell is a fish boil? Take it away, Mike.
Every time I give myself one of these assignments while I'm traveling, I neglect to realize how much work that actually creates for me, for doing a little bit of research, finding B-roll, finding music. But here we go. So these fish boils, I think I snapped a quick picture of one. I didn't go to one, although I saw plenty of signs for them. I think we may have been at the tail end of the season for that. or I'm not really sure actually. Anyway, let's get on to the script here. I had ChatGPT kind of give me a little insight onto what the fish boil actually is, because to be honest with you, I didn't really know. Rooted in Scandinavian practices brought over by early settlers, a classic fish boil involves fresh-caught Lake Michigan whitefish, potatoes and onions, all cooked in a large kettle over an open wood fire. As the ingredients boil, the fish boil master adds a final... That sounds like a fun job. Anyway, the fish boil master adds a final dash of salt, causing the water to roil and foam dramatically before the fire flares up. Now, by the way, I didn't know what the word roil meant. R-O-I-L. It actually means to make a liquid turbid or muddy by disturbing the sediment. I don't know, that's Oxford tells me that. It also says to make someone annoyed or irritated, which is really happening a lot lately. Anyway, where are we at? This boil over spills out the oils and leaves a perfectly seasoned feast behind. Guests gather around the open roaring fire. Let me try that again. Guests gather around the roaring fire to watch the spectacle, which has become as much about the performance as it is about the meal. I guess the fish boil master's probably really an entertainer as well as a chef. Anyway, that's the fish boil. If you're ever in Door County, it's kind of a unique thing to that area. Now, as far as this No Reservations episode, I gotta be honest with you, I'm a huge fan, always have been, of Anthony Bourdain. Ever since I saw the very first No Reservations episode, I think he was in France or Iceland. It was the first one I saw. Doing a little research for this, I came upon a website. I'll do a link below to that. This girl was at a travel conference I was at. She runs a website called Eating Like Bourdain, and she was actually taking a few people out for a lunch break once. I should have gone to it because I looked at her site again, and it's really unique. As you can see at the tabs at the top, she links to the 4 different TV series that he had, and then if you click on them, she actually has like a whole grid of all of the various episodes that he did. And then most of them, she's done web articles, blog posts that you can link to directly from there. So it's a very well made website. She did a good job in this. But anyway, I kind of forgot all about that, so I just wanted to mention that. Let me just mention a couple of things here that my research dug up through ChatGPT. Not my words, but I will try to enunciate them properly. In the No Reservations episode featuring Anthony Bourdain's exploration of Brittany, the rugged coastal region of France, Bourdain dives into the unique culture, cuisine, and landscapes that make Brittany so distinct. Specifically, he refers to the beautiful blue water and kind of relates it to some artwork, some famous French artwork. By the way, I asked ChatGPT to refer to this episode and give me a really quick synopsis of what it was about, and within seconds it spit out like 6 sentences. Kind of scary if you think about it, but we'll continue. Bourdain experiences the area's pristine coastline and stops to savor its famously unique oysters, which are particularly distinctive due to the region's strong tides and nutrient-rich waters. By the way, the camera work in this is amazing. Just the shallow depth of field and the color and this is a great episode. I'll put a link to it if I can find it, put it below. Brittany, France. What am I talking about here? Let's get back to the script. These oysters are smaller and more briny than other varieties, with the minerality that reflects the rough Atlantic coast and the salty air of Brittany. Bourdain marvels at their intense flavor, calling them a pure expression of the sea, as he meets local oyster farmers who share their passion for this ancient practice. Alright, so we're done with the script there. Anyway, I'm trying to find some cool images of Brittany, if I could find them, some little video clips. I'm not sure why this area reminded me of that. I think maybe it's just the little harbors, the little boats. There are no oysters as far as I know in this area, but I don't know. I think I just wanted to flavor this episode of mine here a little bit. I haven't brought a lot of educational value, so hopefully we learned something. Door County, Anthony Bourdain and Brittany. I think we're done. Back to you, Mike. Safe driving, by the way. I think you're gonna hit some rain. Alright, travel update. About a half hour away from my hotel near the Chicago airport. And this is just a quick reminder of why I like scenic drives in small towns. And it's raining and thundering and lightning. You ever glance down at the GPS and you're like, yeah, I'm going the right way, but I haven't heard Siri in a while. And then you're looking at the arrow and you think, it's like, well, Chicago, I'm going this way. And all of a sudden, oh, I'm on the wrong lane. And then she wakes up to give you new directions. It's like, where the hell were you at? And now I'm like a half hour out of my way. It routed me through some neighborhood. It's raining, it's lightning. Small towns, this is what I like. Be a little late returning this rental car. Oh, first world problems. So close. I pulled up to the valet area. I'm like, I'll just pull around front and park. I don't think it's gonna rain for a little while. I parked the car and the deluge begins. So close. That's fun. Oh wow, cool. At least I had a cool view of the airport. Check this out. I'm here safe and sound. That's all that matters. Well, I honestly don't know if I did this intentionally or not when I booked this, but apparently the rental car drop-off is literally a 5-minute walk from my hotel. And the hotel was reasonable too. I'd say out of all these places I stayed, this was certainly a lot more reasonable, and it's beautiful. I mean, not beautiful. It's got a nice restaurant attached to it. I'm on the 10th floor. I got a view of the airport. Comfortable, large room, you know, typical airport hotel, but the bed looks really comfortable. So, good score. Sonesta, thank you. I stayed in a Sonesta in Portland too. And yeah, that's it. I'm about to get run over here. Hold on. Just another side note for the memory bank. I went to try to find the rental car place from here, and the map app was not loading any data, which was odd. So took me a little while. It's funny how dependent on technology we are, you know? If it wasn't for this map app, I'd still be out in Door County somewhere. Hell, I'd still be in the middle of Iowa. We really rely on those things. And anyway, this is a quick wrap up. Gonna go up and change. I think have a nice final dinner, and then I leave for West Palm Beach in the morning. So that concludes this little segment here. Wow, 7 more states. I have some amazing memories, I think, you know? Looking forward to creating these videos. As you could tell, I'm on the tail end of this. But when I'm recording this, I've got all these videos to put together, and I'm looking forward to that, because then I get to relive them. And I hope, again, this isn't just about me, although it is, but I hope it's more than that. You know, I hope it's not going to change your life, but I hope you get something out of it by watching it, you know? I know a few of you that are, and I appreciate it. So this is for you, and thanks for being with me, enjoying the ride. Maybe I'll share a few images from this segment, these last 7 states, if I have any that look good. For a photography vlog, I'm not doing a lot of photography, but hopefully a little more storytelling. That's it. I'm on this Sonesta. I'll see you guys in the next batch. Oh, where am I going next? Yellowstone, Grand Tetons,
in Glacier National Park. This should be good.
I just can't stop recording. All right, one more little tidbit of information. I just figured out the mileage I drove on this trip. Over 4,000 miles. Just over 4,000. That's a lot of driving. All right, it's dinner time. See you next week, or next vid, whatever. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it.